Hey there, it's Steve from Serious Keto, and this video will be part one of a review of some Perfect Keto product. But before we get started, there's a couple things I want to get out of the way. First off, full disclosure, all of this lovin' was sent to me for free from Perfect Keto. I am now one of their affiliate marketing partners, and I will include a link below for a discount on any of their product. That said, they asked me to do a review. So the cards have been dealt, you are going to get my honest opinion. The next thing I want to talk about in terms of my reviews is for keto products, I will talk about the taste, texture, features, macros, general impressions. What I won't talk about is price, because I think any of us who've been in keto for any length of time know that you're paying a premium price for keto. And as a result, it's sort of a level playing field between products. They're all sort of on the expensive end. I understand a bit, why the prices are what they are. You saw similar things early on with gluten-free product. I think some of that is due to economies of scale. I think some of it is due to just the convenience factor. So we're not going to talk about price. We're just going to talk about the product. And because we have a lot here, and I probably couldn't sample all of these without knocking myself out of ketosis, even though they're all really pretty low net carbs. I think today we're going to take a look at the Keto Bars and maybe one or two of the mixes, whether that's the MCT oil or the collagen. We'll see what my mood is after we do the bars. So first up, we have the salted caramel keto bar. It has 11 grams of protein. So if we're looking at this as a protein bar, a little light on protein. 18 grams of total fat, 7 grams of saturated fat, 11 total grams of carbohydrates. However, 9 of those are dietary fiber. So we're looking at a net 2 grams of carbs per bar. Okay, first thing I notice, I wouldn't call it crumbly. Maybe I would call it crumbly. It's kind of a crumbly texture. Wow, I like this. I like this a lot. This is like a fat bomb that wasn't frozen. It's like a fat bomb in a bar. I don't know that I've ever had salted caramel in real life outside of this bar. The taste reminds me almost of like a really good coffee with some sort of something added in. It's one of those things where the first bite I wasn't entirely sure what I thought about it, but I can't stop eating it. It's sort of addicting. All right, I'm going to save the rest of this just because otherwise I won't be hungry for dinner. Next up, we have the chocolate chip cookie dough keto bar. Also 11 grams of protein. This has 18 grams of total fat, 6 grams of saturated fat, 3 grams of net carbs. So it's 12 grams total, 9 grams dietary fiber. Similar texture to the salted caramel. Maybe a little moister. There weren't so many crumbs when I broke it. Again, that first bite, I didn't really know what to expect in it. It's certainly not as sweet as real cookie dough, which in a way I kind of like because I don't like super duper sweet things. Anyhow, that first bite, I wasn't sure what I was picking up on. The second bite, I got some more chocolate chips in, and that changed everything for me. I mean, the taste in my mouth right now, the aftertaste that I have, is like I just ate a couple of Chips Ahoy cookies. So I think they did a pretty good job nailing the taste of cookie dough. I'm not a super duper big cookie dough fan. I think I like the salted caramel better, but if you like cookie dough, I think you're gonna like this. In terms of ingredients on both of these, very similar: almond butter, soluble tapioca flour. You've got some sunflower lecithin, some collagen, protein, MCT oil. In terms of sweeteners, all natural. You've got stevia and monk fruit. So, liking the ingredients lists. Next up, we have the Keto Collagen. This is the chocolate flavor. In terms of macros, we have 4 grams of fat, all saturated, 1 gram of total carbohydrates, 10 grams of protein. Now, one of the things I like to do when I'm dealing with powders is see how well it mixes just with a spoon. Or do you actually need a shaker bottle for it? So it seemed to mix pretty well with a spoon. A couple tiny little bubbles of powder still. It's not overpoweringly chocolatey. So if someone just said, here, enjoy this tasty beverage, I don't know that I would love it. But if someone said, here's a way that you can get your daily collagen in a way that doesn't taste bad at all. I mean, it sort of tastes like a watered down chocolatey drink. I think probably dissolving a packet of this in your fatty coffee would probably be the way to go. Next up, we'll try the salted caramel collagen. I can already smell it, and I like the smell. Now this seemed to mix even easier than the chocolate. I don't see maybe one little powder bubble at the top. I like this. I like this right away. The chocolate one, like I said, it kind of tasted like, chocolate powder and water. This, I'm not sure what this tastes like, but I like it. It reminds me almost of like a vanilla ice cream with a little caramel swirl in it, maybe in a waffle cone. I mean, this is a good drink. All right. So far, both of the salted caramel products from Perfect Keto are absolute winners. Really, really like the salted caramel collagen. The last product that we'll look at in this video is the Perfect Keto nut butter. Now this contains macadamia, cashew, coconut butter, and MCT oil. So not terribly different in terms of ingredients from the performance nut butter. All right, before we dig into this, the macros. Serving size is 2 tablespoons, 210 calories, 20 grams of fat, of which 7 are saturated, 7 grams of total carbohydrates, 5 grams of dietary fiber for a net 2 grams of carbs. Here we go. I like it. Do I like it more than Performance Nut Butter? This definitely has a stronger cashew flavor than Performance Nut Butter. Performance Nut Butter, I felt the macadamia really shined, and then you got that coconut, and the cashew was sort of, off in the background. This has a richer flavor to me, like sort of a fattier mouthfeel, and I think that's probably from the MCT oil. I think here it's a matter of personal preference. If you like more of a cashew macadamia nut butter flavor, you're going to like this a lot. I think if you like more of that little bit of coconut in with the macadamia, then you might like the Performance Nut Butter better. Regardless, this is a darn good nut butter. I like this, and I think I'm probably going to be able to find some recipes that I could use this in. Certainly, if you were doing my pound cake recipe and you didn't have Performance Nut Butter, but you had some of this would work spectacularly. And I think with the additional fat, it might even create a more moist pound cake. So this might be sort of the go-to for cooking for me. So that's about all I can do for this video. We'll get to the rest of these powders in part 2 of our review of Perfect Keto. So I guess in summary, what I was absolutely most impressed with, really kind of blown away, was the salted caramel collagen. Good stuff. I think the next thing that I enjoyed the most was the salted caramel keto bar. That also was really good. So if you're looking for like a fat bomb on the go that you don't have to freeze, wow. I think next it was kind of a tie between the chocolate chip cookie dough keto bars, which I really liked, and if you like the taste of Chips Ahoy cookies, you're gonna love those. And the keto nut butter. Now, I think I may prefer performance nut butter just straight up, but just from my experience cooking, I think this is going to be a better nut butter for recipes, whether it's, breads, cookies, chaffles, whatever. Probably what I was least excited about, and it wasn't bad by any means, but it was just sort of unspectacular. The chocolate collagen, I think mixed in with coffee, it'd be a nice flavoring, but I probably wouldn't have it just mixed with water. So that's it for this review. Once I have created part 2, I will link to it at the very end of this video. So if you don't see it right now, it's because I haven't recorded it yet. Thanks for watching.